I'm sure you guys have caught on to the fact that I am very excited about prepping for the baby these days. We're just feeling like it's getting really close. So what I want to do today is actually prep ingredients that are from scratch. So I'm gonna be making some bone broth. I'm thinking I wanna make some burger buns that we can bake later, so I get some burger dough. And then I would also like to make some quiche and some pumpkin chili. Will all that happen in one day? I do not know, but as we do that, I'm gonna tell you guys how we're prepping for number 2. The bone broth will not get finished today because I like to let it go for at least 48 hours in the slow cooker. I just put some chicken backs in here, filtered water, a little bit of apple cider vinegar, and then I let it cook on low for a long time. I'm making bone broth. I'm going to get started on the pie dough for the quiche next. And probably while I have all these ingredients out, I will just do the buns right now as well.
Hey, Mama.
Pie dough. It just made too much sense to do this all at once with the blender and the mixer sitting right next to each other. So I'm looking up the King Arthur burger bun recipe, and I'm gonna start mixing that up as well. Salt, yeast, okay. Imagine having a way to get your toddler to eat their greens that they were actually so excited about. This is exactly why we use and love Hiya and why I'm excited to introduce them as a sponsor of today's video. Y'all have already heard me talk about how much we love Hiya vitamins around here. I love them because they have all of the good stuff and none of the bad stuff. And my daughter literally gets excited to eat her vitamin. Now I'm excited to introduce you to Hiya's Kids Daily Greens and Superfoods, and guess what? My daughter loves that one just as much, if not more than her vitamin. This is a chocolate flavored greens powder designed specifically for kids. It is packed with over 55 whole food source ingredients like wheatgrass, kale, quinoa, ginger, and tons of fruits. This supports brain power, development, and digestion. I also love that it's super easy to do. All you have to do is take 1 scoop of the greens powder, put it with milk or a milk alternative, shake it up, and they are excited to drink it because it literally tastes like chocolate milk. You will receive a refillable canister so that they get really excited. They can decorate it with stickers, and they will know as soon as you pull out that canister that they are about to get their greens powder, and they are going to be super excited for it. It is made for kids 2 and up, and Haya is Clean Label Project certified. I know that your kiddos will love Haya just as much as our daughter does. Haya is offering my viewers 50% off your first purchase. Go to hayahealth.com/sunnydays or click the link in my description. This deal is not available on their regular website, so make sure to go to hayahealth.com/sunnydays to get your 50% off discount. Thanks so much to Haya for sponsoring today's video. I love cooking with cookbooks, so just any way to get off my phone, I love. So I'm gonna make the pumpkin chili from this cookbook. It's the Cook's Book by Brie McCoy. So that is what I'm gonna do now. Here's a fun fact about me. You guys will never see me cut onions with my face in the frame because I refuse to do it without wearing goggles because of the eyes thing. Okay, onion, bell pepper, carrots. Okay, while I prep the rest of these ingredients for this chili, I want to talk about what we are prepping for the baby with both food and just in life. I realized it made more sense to start the meat first and then peel the carrots and dice everything. So for food, this time around, I really want highly nutritious food to be more of a priority than it was for me last time. I feel like I didn't put much thought into that, and I just really want to really help my body recover from the birth and from pregnancy and from all those hormone shifts that happen. And so I really want highly nourishing foods to be a strong priority, which is why I'm taking the time to do stuff like prepping bone broth, prepping homemade burger buns, even though those obviously could be healthier. I just want to be able to set myself up for success when it comes to eating from scratch and nourishing foods postpartum. Another thing that I'm going to do in relation to that is I really thrive whenever I have a well thought out meal plan. There's been times in the past where I've done an entire month at a time, and just realistically having a newborn lends itself to a lot of nursing time and all that kind of stuff. And rather than just rotting on my phone, and that's just really bad for me mentally, I would like to have the goal, I do have the goal, and I would like to stick to it, of taking that time and using it to write meal plans, maybe find recipes that I want to try, maybe look up some stuff for learning new skills I want to do as far as like related to food. So that is how I am planning and preparing for food to have what I'm hoping is a much more well thought out and nourishing 4th trimester for my body specifically. As for how we are preparing our actual home, so like our physical space, we are not making any massive changes to the nursery yet. Of course, I have strong decorating urges because I'm in my 3rd trimester, the nesting hormone is going, and also I just really love home decor. So of course I'm dreaming up some really cute things for just refreshing the nursery, but we're not going to tackle those projects yet. It feels silly to do that before she is born. because it feels like trying to squeeze something in that's not actually urgent. So as far as before she comes, we will not be doing any massive changes to the nursery. As far as like baby gear, I'm not planning on making any changes really at all to that. We will reuse all the things that we had with our first daughter. I don't really want any extra gear except for I really wanted to try the woven style wrap. Last time I had a couple carriers and a knit wrap, but not a woven wrap. And so I did find a woven wrap, the exact same one that my sisters use and love, on Poshmark. So I'm really excited. Oh no, it was Mercari. I'm really excited to try that with this baby this time around. All of this is getting added at the same time so I can put it all on the same cutting board. I don't remember that. Okay. The only other thing for home that might come up or I might do is make my area really comfortable. So our bed, really the areas that I'm gonna be spending a lot of time in immediately postpartum. If I don't get to that, I'm not going to worry about it because realistically our bedroom is comfortable enough. Everything is good enough. So I don't want to get in a tither about doing stuff that doesn't actually have to be done. Speaking of not getting in a tither about things that don't have to get done, I'm telling myself this, I want to talk about what that looks like for me with sewing projects. So obviously with a daughter and another daughter on the way, I have large goals of sewing a lot for them. And there is definitely some stuff that I would have liked to have already been working on. I was dreaming of having a little quilt for her as she was a newborn. But I'm telling myself that it's fine if that doesn't happen. For one, I am definitely like the type of person, and maybe if you are pregnant or have been pregnant, you would understand this. I like forget that life is going to go on as normal pretty quickly afterwards, so long as everything is healthy and all that kind of stuff. I understand that that perspective is a blessing. But as long as everything goes as planned, I will be sewing again. I will want to do all of those things again. It's not like this mad dash to get it all done before the baby arrives, because come February, come March, all that will, Lord willing, and we are blessed with a healthy delivery, all be something that sounds really fun to do and will carry on as normal. And I am trying to remind myself of that so that I don't get in a tither about things that don't actually have to get done. The first year that we were married, or maybe the first year I learned how to cook. I didn't learn how to cook until probably our second year of marriage. I made so many soups, and the thing that was revolutionary to me, I like remember telling my mom about this, was that all soups come together in the same way. I was like, you know, if you have to, you cook the meat, and then you do the onions, and then you add the garlic, and then you add the liquids, and then you add in the cooked meat, and the soup's done. And so now every single time I make a soup or chili-like thing, I think of how that was so revolutionary to me. That was a lesson that I did not know before I knew how to cook. So, and not that I'm even a great cook now, but I do at least know that. Where did she put my oregano? I've cooked a lot of chili recently, and it's making me realize that chili could be like really fun to get into. I feel like I should look up more chili recipes. See, this is why I always say I'm not that like good at cooking because I'm not that adventurous. I've gotten a few skills and I've gotten good at a couple things, but as far as getting creative, I'm not that good. But I'm realizing after having made chili for the last couple days that this is really could be a lot of fun to get into. So we'll see if that idea sticks in my head. Okay, I have the chili heating up. The burger buns are not quite ready to be divided yet. And I have the sausage going that's gonna go in the quiche. So now it's time to roll out these pie doughs for the quiche. I think that's really all the prep that we are going to be doing for this baby and this birth. We're not really planning on doing any sort of like prepping for our toddler. I think that's a common question that people want to know about on the second kid. To be honest, I think she will be literally so excited once she realizes what's happening. And to be honest, right now, she doesn't realize what's happening. So I don't really think that like a gift or anything like that is gonna be really necessary. I don't even really know if she's gonna be like jealous or anything. So we're not giving too much thought to that. People have asked me, but we're not really making any plans surrounding that. We are mostly just extremely excited. We're just so excited. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm a little bit nervous about the adjustment to 2 for just me, but as for the rest of the family, I think it'll be a lot of fun. This is reminding me that I love making pies, so I should make another dessert pie. So not a quiche, but a fun pie, because I just find it literally so fun. My unsolicited life advice is to buy a mini pie pan. Like if you have like 2 eaters, which we have 3 eaters, but not after she goes to bed. If you have 2 eaters, this is like the perfect size, and almost every time I make pies, I always have enough extra to make a little mini pie, and it really excites me every single time. While the apples, they were frozen in our deep freezer. While they are warming up, I am going to divide this burger buns. And then I think the oven will be ready for the 2 crusts that I have to blind bake and the mini pie. And I'll just do all that at one time. The last thing I have to do is just put the filling in these quiche and then freeze them and clean my kitchen. That's all I have left. As always, thank you so much for joining me here and caring about this journey. I'm assuming if you made it to this far in the video that you care about this journey, and so that means a lot to us. And yeah, I'm gonna wrap up in the kitchen here. I hope you guys have a lovely week, and I will see you guys here on our Sweet Sunny Days next week.